Melanie, and I'm coming to you today from the Festival Foods Kitchen. And today we're going to tackle something that a lot of people are afraid of, the perfect prime rib roast. The key ingredient to making the perfect prime rib roast is starting with the perfect roast. And we at Festival Foods only use 100% choice Angus beef. To make the preparation even easier, our butchers do all the work for you. It's hand cut, trimmed, and tied, and ready to go. At Festival Foods, we've been preparing this perfect prime rib roast recipe for so many years we can't even remember how long it's been. So let's get started. It's really easy. First, we're going to score our roast with a sharp knife. And what that does is it allows all those wonderful spices to get in the meat. Now we're going to rub some extra virgin olive oil into the score marks that I made all over the roast here. And you want to use an extra virgin olive oil and not a light olive oil. It has a higher smoking point and a much better flavor. All right, now we're going to apply our spice rub all over the exterior. The roast. Our spice rub consists of rosemary, pepper, and coarse sea salt. And we're going to be applying that all over the roast. Really easy. And now we're going to apply our fresh garlic. This is 3 tablespoons of minced fresh garlic. Push that right down into the scores you made into the meat. Okay, now that is our perfectly prepped, perfect prime rib roast, and that took maybe 3 minutes. Now that our perfect prime rib roast is prepped, we're ready to start roasting it. And there's just a few simple rules you need to remember for it to turn out perfect every time. First, preheat the oven to 375 degrees. Place the roast in a roasting pan. Don't add water and don't cover. This is a no-peek recipe and it'll turn out perfect every time. So now our perfect prime rib roast is ready to come out of the oven. Now today we've used a 4 to 5 pound roast, but the pound weight doesn't really matter. It's the diameter of the meat that matters in the cooking time. Whether it's a 5 pound roast or an 8 pound roast, the cooking time remains the same. As you can see, we've taken our perfect prime rib roast out of the oven, and there's plenty of wonderful drippings that are left in the bottom of the pan. And we didn't add water, and it didn't dry out. So now our perfect prime rib roast has come out of the oven, and we've rested it. You want to make sure that you rest it so that the meat juices can redistribute throughout the roast before you carve it. Otherwise, you'll end up with all the wonderful juices on the carving board and not in the roast itself. The first thing you want to do is remove the string that's holding it together. And you can use a kitchen shear or a very sharp knife. I find a kitchen shear is a lot easier. So as you can see, our butchers at Festival Foods do all the work for us. So the bone that's tied on at the bottom of the roast is very easily removed. Now we're ready to slice. I'm using a really sharp carving knife. Beautiful. Okay, so now we've taken the drippings off the bottom of the pan and we've added them to our Johnny's au jus, and that's equal parts au jus mix to equal parts water. And you just add that to your drippings and heat them up, and then you'll serve them in a pitcher or in a gravy boat on the table with the prime rib. So here's our easy prime rib dinner, along with sauteed lemon Dijon asparagus and Festival's cheesy potatoes available at our deli. I'm Chef Melanie. Thank you for joining me here today at the Festival Foods Kitchen. And now I'm going to dig into our delicious prime rib dinner. But I'm going to start with the potatoes first. Yummy!